Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Slay the Spire. Heard good things. Today's daily is over in like a few hours here. NL's misplays. Oh, what's the matter? Couldn't hit number one today? You had to be, oh my god! Look at the score disparity. 1180 is like the soft cap. We got 113.55 and 115.55. I don't know what to think about that, honestly. I'm not a federal investigator. I don't know. I'm not a cop, and thus I don't have to tell you. You know what? I think I said this already. Mega Crit, you're busy, but I'm a very powerful person in this industry. So you better get this done for the next patch. That's a joke. What about, instead of, like, in addition to leaderboards, there's like a little graph. X is the score. Y is the number of people who got it, and you get a nice little distribution, you know? If you see like a whoop, you know, oh my god, it's got a lot of top-end scores, it's an easy daily. If you see like a whoop, you know there's a couple of difficult elites or bosses somewhere in there, that'd be cool. Anyway, yesterday was Fortnite Day. I didn't get a chance to check out the daily on the day it came out, so it makes Wednesday an awesome day for me because I get to play 2 dailies. Ironclad Draft, Time Dilation, Certain Future. Certain Future is, you know, it takes a little cognitive load off, no question about that. Draft is always a little dangerous. I love Hemokinesis. This is a tough one, isn't it? Perfected Strike is beautiful if we can guarantee ourselves a decent amount of strikes. And I mean, it's only the second card in the draft. There's a realistic chance. Shuffle of Daze. It's not a wound anymore? 8 damage, Shuffle a Daze in your draw pile. I mean, a Daze is better than a wound, but Heavy Blade, it really comes down to what's more likely. Lots of cards with Strike or an ability to get Strength. And Strength, most of the time, is going to come from relics combined with cards. Perfected Strike, I think, is a little bit easier, more likely to get off the ground, but Heavy Blade might have more upside. I'm going to try Perfected Strike, but let's coffee up first. Caffeine hit the bloodstream? Yeah, let's try Perfected. Out of these, I think I'm a Battle Trance kind of guy, even though Blood for Blood works really well with Hemokinesis. Spot Weakness is probably the best, although it certainly makes Heavy Blade better than Perfected Strike. We pretty much have to take Perfected Strike again, and I think we have to take Wild Strike. I believe Flex is the best. We pretty much have to take Perfected Strike. So we're on 8 cards and we have no blocks. All this being said, I think Sword Boomerang, because we have Strength Gain, is a good choice. Oh, take a second Spot Weakness. We need some form of blocking in this deck somewhere, so give me an Iron Wave. Certainly a Shrug It Off. Certainly a Shrug It Off. I think we can make Clash work. Armaments, I think, as well. I don't think this is a bad 15-card deck. Here's our final deck here. We got 3 blocks. Well, 4 blocks, technically. Perfected Strike, we have 3 of them, which is pretty bad. 15 damage for 2 energy. Not great, but plenty of opportunity to get better. Let's hope, at least. Really should have gone Heavy Blade. If you're doing this daily, Heavy Blade appears to be the right call. Okay, so we got these flexes. 16 damage. Well... Wait, Wild Strike, why does this one have a wound? I'm confused. I think I just don't know what I'm doing. 16 damage, so I can kill you. It's a bomber, dude. I think I kill you, and then 5 damage comes in here. I think that's absolutely okay. Yeah. So we take 5, we'll probably kill you next turn. It's always a little bit of like a lead time as you figure out how the deck actually works. Number 1 priority is definitely going to be adding strikes to the deck. Anything with strike in it is going to be added to our deck here. Remove a card from the deck. I mean, we drafted it. If I was to remove a card, I guess I would probably be likely to remove Iron Wave. Everything else I quite like, so I think we'll leave for now. Save our gold. Good opportunity to add a strike if we get something here. We didn't, but I think that Rupture? Oh, Reckless Charge and Wild Strike are two different things. Rupture plus Hemokinesis has some good stuff, plus if we get an Offering, it's going to scale up nicely. We can still take Heavy Blades when they show up now. It's not like we're forever gated off from doing so. I don't mind this guy getting stronger, so I'm just going to kill you. And I think we'll get rid of your armor, so that next turn I only have to deal 3 damage to you. So far this deck seems completely viable, but the longer a fight, i.e. versus an elite, the more dangerous it gets, because we don't have great sustain from our blocking power right now, and to be honest, we've only really fought weak enemies. Do you need 2 ruptures? I don't know, it seems a little overkill to me right now. And Heavy Blade, I think we probably want it, but a second Shrug It Off doesn't seem that bad to me. The thing is, with Heavy Blade, it's about as good as a Perfect Strike now, and the longer a fight goes on, the better it becomes because of spot weakness, and, you know, if you draw it, if you're lucky enough to draw it in, like, a flex situation or something. Which is what we were hoping to draw here, by the way, was flex, but... well, I think we should Armaments upgrade whatever Perfected Strike we're going to use, and then hit with Perfected Strike. 21 damage. We could... It's unlikely to do 31 damage in one turn, but... We could do 12 and 14 is 26. We should... You're probably dead next turn. We only need to draw a single strike. And that's really... like, Burning Blood gives us so much leeway, because otherwise... You know, you could imagine if you were trying to run a similar deck, and you were playing as the Silent... Losing 6 HP per fight really it starts to become a problem. So we should Smith for sure. The only question is what should we upgrade? And I think you probably want to look at upgrading your Perfected Strikes. Rupture being free is nice, especially when we have 0 energy. Or sorry, we have 0 energy relics. But I think we've kind of... The danger with going for a Perfected Strike deck is that we've kind of shoehorned ourselves in here, and if we don't get... If we don't get the ability to enable it, obviously things become more of a problem for us. I think, like... Armaments, spot weakness, spot that weakness, flex. I know we can't use Heavy Blade now, but... We're gonna take 4, and that's completely fine. I'm not using an energy potion to kill a freaking fungi beast, okay? I've been down this road and Slay the Spire many a time in the past. Strikes, please God. Pommel. Oh yeah, I mean, another Perfected is also very good. Expensive, but... I mean, it helps every other one that you get as well. I don't know, that's tight, because Pommel is... also a very good card in and of itself, but we're going full-on Perfected here, and so far it looks decent, but things could change. Bag of Preparation for more cards on turn 1 is valuable. That's what we're worried about, really, is having 2 Perfected Strikes on the same turn. But this actually is not that bad, because we will Hemokinesis. And we will Perfected Strike. And then we'll take another 5. I'm just gonna, you know, I always list the relics I want to see. There's some obvious ones. There's some unobvious ones. I would describe them as such, at least. I would love to see an energy relic from the boss. We need Offering to work with Rupture. I would love to see an energy relic from the boss. But I would also love to see Orichalcum, because we're not blocking very often. We don't have the energy to justify it most of the time. Oh no, I can hear one of the cats throwing up. We played Shrug It Off, so we're taking less damage, but also that gives us a free clash. And with 2 energy still remaining, I think I would just hit you with one of these, unless 12 and 26 damage. Can't get you, and it would shuffle a wound in. So take 2 damage. We're going to heal back to full by the time we have our elite fight. And I'm gaining more and more confidence in the deck as time goes on. Will Armaments hit Offering? We only need to hit you once, so I'm going to start with Shrug It Off. Unfortunately, it didn't really work. And then we'll lose 4 HP, so we're not going to be back at full HP. Just a little bit of a bad distribution there. Clumped variance, one might say. Out of all these, I think Inflame has a chance, but I'm going to skip. I don't want to... thicken the deck too much just yet. Now the Lagavulin. I think you could look at this and say, you know, Perfected Strike, Wild Strike is not a bad beginning. You probably want to go a little deeper though, right? Maybe next turn? Because I could hit you more on this turn, but I think I'd rather save our energy potion in case we could be more flexible, you know? We could use that energy for blocks or for attacks. And I already like this a little bit. So we'll play Rupture. We'll play Battle Trance after that. Flex. We can't play Offering. Oh, we can play Offering for energy, which is not necessarily bad. In fact, I'm just going to do that right now. And then we'll play Shrug It Off, so we're blocking a decent amount, and we're hitting you for 43, mostly thanks to time dilation. So I don't mind taking 10 here. I think that went pretty well. We also gained strength off of Rupture, didn't we? Oh, no, because we didn't... No, we played Offering. We should have gained strength off of Rupture. Yeah. Well, Clash hurts you. We have to play Armaments. Then we can play Clash. Then Perfected Strike gets it done. That was not bad. Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. I don't mind a cleave, by the way, but... Like, we have no crowd control right now. What we're relying on is the fact that we don't need crowd control, because for 2 energy, or sometimes 1 energy, we can kill most enemies, but... it's a little debatable. I think it's worth playing Armaments. We already have 5 block. Okay, can I kill you? 23, and then that would be 19, so you'd be left with 7 damage remaining here. Yeah, this is working out right now. It's a little aggressive, and again, I do think we suffer. The longer the fight goes on, the more likely we are to find ourselves in a pretty poor spot. But for now, hitting with a lot of damage on turn 1 and 2 has proved to be fairly useful. Body Slam is a card I still want to build around at some point, but we haven't... Well, I won't say we haven't found a great opportunity. What I will say is I haven't done a great job. Negate the next 2 curses, so... Hey, raise max HP by 10. So at 84 HP, we're definitely just going to hit our next Perfected Strike, I think. We haven't built... I think it's like Corruption Body Slam is what you look for there. Alright, so he's doing nothing special. You're gonna Flex. You're gonna Battle Trance. I think we'll Perfected. And then Sword Boomerang. He'll transform. Remember, we are looking for that perfect if possible. Which is why I'm waiting on these potions. You know, we might be able to use them on the next turn or something. I don't believe that... Hold up here. I don't believe that Omamori... Sorry, not Omamori. I don't believe that playing Hemokinesis would cause us to take damage here. Or lose our perfect, I should say. So, we're going to slow play it just a little bit. A nice rare card would be a Limit Break, just to help us accelerate our damage output. So I think we're going to start... well, actually, we should play... we gain 2 energy. Let's play Armaments. Upgrade Offering so we get more draw. Then play that for the strength gain. Okay, so we have 4 energy still. I would like to get to 12 block. It's like, it's very tempting. Just trying to see, I could sneak 1 more attack in there. We should sneak 1 more attack in there. As much as I wanted to play Spot Weakness, you know, we'd like to hit him as well. I feel like hitting him is a pretty useful endeavor. Usually he does like 24 damage on this turn, right? 12, because he's weak. Wonderful. So what do we want to do? Well, I think we want to make sure we take 0, ideally. Yeah. We could use our energy relic. 27 damage. He's not going to transform, but this is a really good damage output. So, in my world, this is a perfect. We haven't taken any damage from him. All the damage we've taken has been by our own hand. And that's not a negative. That's actually like it's a supremely good thing. This was stupid. I didn't really think. It doesn't really matter because we could only play one Perfected Strike anyway, but it might not be a bad idea if the relics from the boss are not particularly strong. We're gonna take damage. That's unfortunate. Well, are we gonna take damage? I believe we're basically shoehorned into it. So I can hit you for 32. Yeah, it's gonna hit us. Dang, dude. The only thing I can think of is like, nah, even that's gonna hit you. Yeah. You might not mind doing Orrery and then just trying to add as many strike-related cards as you can. Like, it's working out just fine right now, but you know, it doesn't hurt to go a little bit more for broke. Anyway, that fight was fine. Hopefully we'll get an energy relic, which would allow us to play a heavy blade and a perfected strike in the same turn. I honestly don't think bludgeon is that good. I honestly don't think Reaper is that necessary either. Like, bludgeon is almost just the worst version of perfect. It's a more expensive and only very slightly more damage than anything else. So I'm going to take Reaper, which with great strength gain can give us a lot of sustain, but otherwise is not that amazing. I mean, it's really tough for me to go Orrery here when Black Star exists. But I'm going to do it anyway, even though I think it's a lower tier relic. And we're looking for as many strikes as possible. If we get like 2, I wouldn't consider it a huge negative, which is where we're at right now. We'd probably skip this one. Probably it's like exactly the same choice, unless I just clicked on that again. I think I did. And the flexes have been fine so far. So sure, I mean, I think that this is actually not that bad. And we added some twin strikes, which also, they're like a saddling the middle between heavy blade and perfected strike, because they work in both categories. So right off the bat, perfected strike, 32 damage. This is only 14, which I said only, but it's not really an only. That's pretty good. Well, I think we should play Rupture for 1. All of a sudden, Clash is actually playable. So we'll try to hit you. No, we have 2 Shrug-It-Offs in your hand, you fool. 41 damage. Damage. We don't need to play Reaper yet. It's just unnecessary. Am I definitely gonna, like, if I play this? You're not dead yet. 44. If I play one more card, you're probably dead. And we're taking no damage. I don't know if I'd consider this a huge win, but we did kill one of these thieves on turn 1. We took 4 damage. It was all self-inflicted. Seems okay. I don't think I can get you. I don't quite think I can get you. Let's run the numbers here, though. It's like, this would be 16, and then this would probably be like another 18. This is 18 by itself. We should just hit you here. And honestly, I think to take a potion and take no damage there might be worth it. We got a potion back anyway. I don't think we need these. I think we're content. Like, I'm very wary to add things to this deck because the formula is working right now. I can see a victory, even though it's very early. We're never going to be able to play Clash on this one, so I think really you'd probably just do like Wild Strike, Twin Strike, Iron Wave. And next turn, if we have to use the Fire Potion to kill him, probably worth it. Well, let's see. You flex. You spot weakness. Hit him for 35. He's not going to die if we Fire Potion him, so we could use 2 potions and avoid taking 10 damage. I don't think it's really worth it considering he's putting up no blocks. And all he does is frail us, so 1 Perfected Strike pretty much kills him. Reaper's Sword Boomerang also kills him. Now we're back to full HP. You see what I mean? It's kind of like it's coming together. I think we can afford to add another Rupture. If we're not going to get a limit break, let's try to gain, you know, twice as much strength at the upstream area. So, turn 1 is horrible here, but I think we do want to throw down a Rupture. And avoid maybe a Perfected Strike. Throw down a Hemokinesis so we gain strength. Put a Shrug It Off in the mix. Pass turn. We're taking 13 damage. You know, 13. 1,413 damage. All that to gain 1 strength. In hindsight, seems pretty stupid. Wild Strike will hit you for 18. I can only do 57 damage this way. $39. There we go. I think that was definitely a right way to tackle it. I wouldn't say the right way, but it was a right way to tackle it. Now, Blood for Blood, I think, totally works in this deck. And we'll just remember to play Hemokinesis most of the times it shows up. 85 gold to receive a relic. I love it. Okay, I do love it, but I was scared because we were going to a shop right after. And it did cost us being able to upgrade every attack and every power we add to our deck. Well, every attack or every power we add to our deck. So, certainly not necessarily good. But what's done is done there. Gain 2 block and draw a card for 0? I mean, actually, Master's Strategy. Draw 3. It's similar to Offering, without the up and or downside, depending on your perspective. So, an upgraded Offering is not bad, but I think you really want to upgrade either your other Perfected Strike or Armaments. I'm going to go for Armaments. We'll go for that makeshift Apotheosis. This guy starting vulnerable gives us a nice little benefit here. So, no Offering. That's okay. We'll play Master of Strategy first. We did get Offering. So we got to dump some cards out of hand. It's actually a really good time to play Armaments, I think. And then draw 5 cards. Okay, so, I mean, I think gaining strength seems nice. Just so we have enough energy left, I'm going to sack some energy to do this. And I think that's okay. We have no extra energy, because I'd love to play, like, Rupture Hemokinesis. He's only dealing 12, which is not that much. We do 71 damage, or 71 damage. And even that's 18, which is a pretty substantial heal, but unnecessary. Well, if we play Hemokinesis, which is 46 for 1, we play Twin Strike. We can also play Blood for Blood cheaper. Hear me out here. Man, I would just love you to be at 6 HP. I would totally throw a potion at you to kill you. It's never going to take a little damage here, but it's not a major concern because the guy is dead. Iron Wave and Hemokinesis being upgraded? Seems fine. Combust absolutely works with Rupture. We have like 7 archetypes competing for dominance in this deck right now. I don't know which one's going to win out, if any, but we'll see. So I really like, right off the bat, I like an Armaments. Hit everything. Draw Battle Trance. You got a Perfected Strike now that should, just barely be able to get a kill. Wipes one enemy off the field, and now this guy's like, hey, you can't block anymore. And I'm like, joke's on you, buddy. I don't like blocking in the first place. That being said, we are going to play a lot of cards that are going to annoy us here. Alright, we can't get rid of the Daze, which is a problem, but he's hitting us for 10. Reaper, it's only going to hit him for 7. That's an insult. If we can't block, though, I hit him for 9. If we can't block, we might as well heal for about as much as he's going to hit us. Please don't weaken me. Vulnerability, also bad, but not too bad. We pretty much have to shrug. We have to get something better. We didn't, so we're gonna take another hit. It's rough. 40. Actually, I can kill you. Barely, but I can kill you. This is like the best I've ever used potions in this game. Twin strike. Keep adding them. The perfected strikes, they're gonna work, dude. They're already pretty good. They could get better, but they're already pretty good. Okay, so right off the bat, usually... I mean, you can dust one, but I think we got this guy under control as well. Start with Master of Strategy. I love it. Dump one of these. You're not quite dead yet. That's amazing. Ah, never mind. You're dead. So be killed, and then Offering comes out, and then you're dead all over again. Gotta take those twin strikes. I know we're getting more twins than Austin Powers and Goldmember at this point, but you gotta give it a shot. So here, I don't love it. Maybe I could just kill you. Like, hear me out. You start Battle Trance. The reason you start there is because of time dilation. You smack. 20. 21. There you go. That's 6 healing right there. Don't need the other Dex potion just yet. I'll take a 0 energy Infernal Blade. It could give us another strike. You never know. And out of this, I think you hit your... I mean, the twin strikes are also... they're okay when they get upgraded. Master of Strategy gets better. Rupture becomes a lot cheaper to play, but I'm banking on another energy relic showing up at one point in our lives, if possible. We're gonna go for that other perfected strike real quick. This deck's starting to pop a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, but enough to make me a little excited as well. Let's start Master of Strategy. Go Infernal Blade, gives us a headbutt. Surprisingly weak start here. Well, headbutt costs 0. So let's perfected. 31. Yeah, this'll work. He's definitely gonna be dead. You're only gonna hit for 6. I think you hit for 6 on turn 2 anyway. Yeah, very, very little to worry about here. Twin Strike has got you. Oh, it doesn't quite have you. Not yet, anyway. More 0 energy cards, please. Reaper is irrelevant. Unless it would get a kill. 51. Try Twin Strike. You're very lucky. You'll hit for 6, we'll heal for 6. You know, it's the cycle. It's the circle of life. If we get an energy relic, like, to be honest with you, the fact that we're doing so well without an energy relic is a little bit of a surprise to me. Not to suggest that this is, like, insanely difficult right now, but I think, I mean, this being innate obviously is really good, but I think we'd rather start with 10 block. We just barely can't afford that. I'm okay with it. And with 80 HP, I'm going to smith and upgrade another card. And Offering might be our next choice to just get those 2 cards by default. Master of Strategy only gives you the 1 card upgrade, so... If we get an energy relic, we can all of a sudden play 2 perfected strikes per turn, and that feels much nicer. Well, feed, it's not really the right time, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. It's good to hit you with a Hemokinesis. And then it's either, you know, I mean, you're gonna play feed either way, so get that out there. Heavy Blade for 42 is probably better than Combust, even though Combust will give you Strength later. Did 101 damage to him turn 1. It's pretty decent. Strength gain is very slow. I would be very surprised to see a perfect here. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we're gonna take some heat. We're gonna take 20 damage. kind of a lot. I feel like Gremlin Horn would also work pretty well in this deck. Start Master Strategy. Then you, oh, here you go. Rupture. You can throw Offering out there already. Get your strength up. 4 energy. We should definitely wipe one. Can we play Battle? I mean, we might as well, right? Even if we only draw a couple. If we play Spot Weakness, we can play Clash. But Perfected Strike is already 60 damage by itself. No, if we play Spot Weakness, Clash Twin Strike. Yeah, I think we just want to do a Perfected. That's a third of his HP gone. Mind you, he's hitting us for literally a third of our HP as well, but, you know, now he's going to be on the, yeah, that debuff train. This strikes me as a good Ancient Potion turn. And then, like, hit him with the Shrug and then decide. Flex. Get a heal for 9. Or I get a hit you for 52. I think I'm going to hit you for 52. Oh, we ignored the debuff. We flex Ancient Potioned ourselves again. Mind you. Maybe not that bad. But how much are you hitting me for? Oh, nothing. That's great news. A little scary there for a second. I'm going to hit you. And I'm going to hit you. And we're going to get you next turn, probably. But it's a little scary, a little spooky as we came to the end of this one. This would be a very, and you know I'm going to say already, but this would be a very, very good time for an energy relic. Brutality, Rupture, great combination. These are not energy relics. I think we want to do Astrolabe. There's probably some cards in this deck that were like, you know, they could use some work. But what? Now that I think about it, I'm like, every card I get, I like playing. Clash could be transformed and upgraded. To be honest with you, I think maybe Heavy Blade could be transformed and upgraded. And maybe maybe Reaper as well. I like everything else too much. Or Iron Wave could... Yeah, so we got Twin Strike, Disarm, Thunderclap. I like them all, honestly. I think that maybe not a huge move, but not terrible. It's either that or Passive Resting, which I don't care about at all. Yet, at least. Well, you always start with a flex on Time Dilation. Losing 3 strength would be fine. Like, him losing 3 strength would be fine. But I want to see if we could just kill him. 'Cause it's like 28 damage. 22 damage, it's 50. Obviously, Thunderclap's not going to kill. We're going to get close, though. I don't think we bother with a Disarm because we're going to heal through it anyway. So start here, and then here. This is completely okay. Okay, 2 regen potions. Pummel with strength gain is really good. Does take a while to get our strength gain going. But I think one of those in the deck, we're very rarely going to be sad to see it. Well, you should be killed. And then, I know we're going to get hit to some extent here. I'm okay. I've decided that I am completely content with that. By all means. Alright, so you're going to hit for 7. That's no big deal. In hindsight, we probably could have tackled this in a more mature way, but I really enjoy killing the Thorn Lord on turn 1. I think that makes my life a better place. There's nothing really else to do here. I think for 1 HP for 10 damage on these guys, yeah, it makes a more realistic situation for us to get the kill next turn, even though we're probably going to be fine regardless. 4 Dazes in the draw pile is pretty poor. How are these twin strikes doing? Still 7 damage twice, huh? Alright, lost a little HP, but not enough to be even close to concerned. I'm gonna take another Combust. It's just with 3 energy, it's hard to get all these powers out there that are necessary, you know? Give me 2 colorless cards. I can go for that. And you know what? I think we should take a Mind Blast and then make it innate. And Secret Technique is real good. So, I mean, Deep Breath is pretty good. Losing 5 HP. We probably should have gone one step further and taken 3. But I'm pretty content with this, honestly. There's a lot of decent plays here. Like, Rupture. I love having 10 block to begin with. Rupture, Perfected Strike. Rupture, Brutality, Hemokinesis, Twin Strike. But, like, the thing that I think in my head right now is, like, this guy, he's only going to live for, like, 2 turns. So for me, it doesn't seem like it matters that much to get set up for the future. Because he's only going to live for 2 turns. Maybe 3 if things go terribly wrong. But he's going to spend one of those turns applying a debuff that doesn't matter. So for me personally, it just seems like a little bit unnecessary. Oh, you're very lucky. Like, if we're fighting the Timekeeper soon, that's when we'll play powers, you know? We're happy to slow play the Time Lord a little bit. This guy's a little bit on the trickier side, though. I don't know. To be honest, I think I like a Shrug. I think Shrug It Off has been a great card for us. We're usually happy to see it. I think we'll add a Twin Strike. I don't think we want to add another Reaper. No cards I really want to remove, I think. Trip for vulnerability is kind of tempting. I think that that's justifiable. Yeah. And we could, you know, buy a potion or something unnecessary. So step 1 is upgrade a card in our deck, and we're going to go straight for Mind Blast. We draw 7 on turn 1 thanks to Bag of Preparation, so we're not disappointed to see it. Courier is a trash relic for us here, no question. Man, how I wouldn't love to just get a little more energy, because you guys are hitting me for 18. I'd prefer you didn't, but let's see. I was looking for an offering. We can't draw anymore thanks to Battle Trance, so I can hit you for 49, and then Perfected will hit you for 74. 49 and 74. I think it'll take you there. Close. It wasn't 49 and 74 wasn't fair because we had time dilation to worry about as well. Keep adding these strikes. At some point, we're probably hitting too many Twin Strikes to make Perfected Strike worth as much as it otherwise would be. So be it. Alright, this guy's a pain in the butt. Be really nice to take him out turn 1. Seems unlikely. I think we will Rupture, Brutality, Hemokinesis, Mind Blast. It's pretty good. Oh, we have more. I didn't realize, actually. Hit you with a little Twin Strike. I know you're going to hit me, but this gives us extra strength on a turn-by-turn basis, and extra draw, actually. Brutality is not just strength with the Rupture combination, so we quite like this, actually. I don't know if we need Combust, because we're going to kill him next time anyway. Certainly apply that. I think we would Armaments, get everything stacked up here. We would draw, and we want to draw... I mean, Offering is not bad, but let's go Shrug It Off so we're guaranteed to take little damage this turn. And just gain some extra strength by default. We'll take 2 hits. He's going to be vulnerable and thus, like, certainly dead next time. Even this is like, it almost gets him by default. That's completely fine. Ancient T said, finally, it's not an energy relic, but it's like some energy. Probably should be taking more cards because of Mind Blast, but I digress. Alright, so we can definitely kill this guy turn 1. Should be extremely easy, actually. Dude, Wild Strike for free is disgustingly good. Give me a offering, please. Really, we're just trying to play on time dilation right now. It's kind of tempting to throw a Reaper out there, admittedly. Just purge your debuff. Mostly time dilation. It's really 35 damage. 33. So you'll be killed by this. Time dilation goes a step further. We have more energy than we started with. 52 damage. It's insulting that you would even suggest that that's appropriate. 75 damage. That's more along the lines of what I'm talking about right there. We might as well. I mean, we could definitely kill him, but why not add 5 heal to the list and then kill him next turn, you know? We only need to do 23 damage, I think. We are going to take 1 damage at the start of this turn, thanks to brutality, but it would be hilarious if I couldn't kill you. Hilarious, but not relevant. Okay. Give me that double pommel, dude. Or that upgraded pommel, I should say. I'm very happy to see that. Okie dokie. I'm not completely sure it's coming together. I love secret technique being inexhaustible. Five energy? Like, you're too kind. Uppercut. Oh, my lord. Who's gonna live here? Probably Thorn is, like, last priority here. Mind Blast is already 63 damage, so it's kind of like a little overkill. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 4 energy in hand, so we don't have to worry too much about order. I would just prefer for you to get into a situation in which you're dead in 1 hit. Like so. I don't know, maybe we would kill Thornlord? Well, it turned out this went pretty well. We're actually going to heal to max as long as we don't not draw any attacks, which, of course, is a double negative and thus difficult to parse, but I think 2 regen potions is okay. I can live with it. And Twin Strikes are probably getting a little bit out of control, but you know that if you draw a Perfected Strike turn 1, you're in an amazing position now. Alright, we want to flex. And then with only 3 energy, I do worry about killing this guy, but a Perfected Strike is 92 damage, so you're dead. I don't think we're killing Time Lord turn 1. Dump one of these, take a Swift Potion. You need that momentum, I think. And then, I can't believe it, but we are going to get to upgrade again. And, geez, I don't even know what you upgrade at this point. I don't really want this to be innate, honestly. Draw 1 extra card 1 time. Rupture costing 0? That seems a little bit better. 1 Rupture costing 0, at least. And, dude, if we win this run on 3 energy, I wouldn't say that it's, like, beyond the pale. Like, it's not outrageous. But it is pretty amazing. I think we have 7 cards. Let's start with a Swift Potion. I like a lot about what we've got going on here. I do want you to be vulnerable. I don't think we need to flex yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna pommel, draw 2. We have no Rupture, but I still think you probably do want to play Combust. I want to disarm you. Give me a Flex. Mind Blast. Twin Strike. Perfected Strike. It's like 250 damage on turn 1. It's extremely great. And he's vulnerable for longer. And we only took 7 cards to do it, but we are weak now, so we gotta be a little aware of things. So you want to play Rupture, that's like a huge enabler. We'd like to play 4 cards. We're not gonna get there. So what would you play in this situation? I don't know. I'd probably try to Yeah, extend the vulnerability timer a little longer. Next turn, ideally, we would just play, like, Perfected Strike and Spot Weakness, maybe. I think you play, you know... Secret Technique just isn't good enough with 2 cards remaining, so... we'll play Twin Strike, Perfected Strike. And he's still pretty close to death. I know he heals up once. He's doing 27 again. But he rolled over. So now we can take this. We'll play Offering for certain. Infernal Blade gives us a Wild Strike. Blood for Blood is free. We probably want to play Brutality and Combust first. Then we'll start doing damage. So, hit ya. 4 energy left. It's definitely going to be... Well, I think it should be Twin Strike, Twin Strike, Twin Strike Plus, Twin Strike Plus. Next turn he's going to heal, so it would be a really, really good move for us if we just killed him on this turn. No, he's going for the kill. That's a terrible mistake, my friend. This is already going to kill you, I think, but... No, you fool! I didn't even look at the cards, I just looked at the combo. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, that's alright. We got a lot of power on this turn. Oh, man, that was hideously idiotic, but look at that. We lived. And there was never a doubt in my mind that we would. 759 damage. That's not a great score. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with today's daily just in general. I know we're going to be way down there. 2,800 with a win. That sucks. But hey, I had a fun time regardless. If you did too, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more Slay the Spire in the future. I'm looking forward to today's second daily. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more. Click that bell if you actually want to see more. And of course, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.